The Bomb and Deano's podcast, website ads and leads. Spotlight local businesses, give them what they need. The Bomb and Deano's podcast, quick, clean, no mess. Get featured, get seen, then we build a rise.
Hi there, and welcome back to the Bomb and Deano's podcast. My name is Jeff, and today I want to talk about a question that sounds simple, but actually gets at a pretty big issue for a lot of businesses. Is your website working for you or against you? A lot of business owners assume that if they have a website, they've checked the box. It exists, it has the logo on it, the phone number is probably on there somewhere, maybe there's a contact form, maybe a few photos, maybe even a services page. And from a distance, that can feel like enough. But the real question is not whether your website exists. The real question is whether it is doing anything useful. Because a website is not a digital business card, at least not if it's doing its job. It is a communication tool. It is a trust-building tool. It is often the first real interaction someone has with your business, which means it is shaping an opinion before you ever get a chance to speak for yourself. And that opinion forms fast. People are not reading your site like a novel. They are scanning it. They are looking for signals. They want to know who you are, what you do, whether you seem credible, whether the experience feels clear, and whether taking the next step looks easy or annoying. So when I ask whether your website is working for you or against you, what I really mean is this. Is it helping people move toward trust, or is it quietly introducing friction? A lot of websites work against a business in subtle ways. Not because they are ugly, not because they are broken, but because they are vague. The messaging is generic. The homepage says a lot without saying much. The navigation makes sense to the business owner, but not to a first-time visitor. The design may be polished, but the actual value of the business is still buried under filler language, stock phrases, or too many competing priorities. And then there's the practical side. Does the site load well on mobile? Is it obvious what someone is supposed to do next? Can they contact you easily? Are you guiding them toward a call, a form, a quote request, a purchase, a visit? Or are you making them work harder than they should have to? Because every extra moment of confusion costs something. That's the part businesses often miss. A website usually doesn't fail in some dramatic, obvious way. It fails quietly. A visitor hesitates. A lead never submits the form. A customer gets distracted. Somebody leaves with a vague impression instead of a clear one. Nobody sends you an email saying, "Hey, just wanted you to know your messaging was too muddy, so I went with your competitor." They just disappear. That's why clarity matters so much. A strong website does not try to impress people into submission. It reduces uncertainty. It tells people, quickly and confidently, who you are, what you do, who you help, and what to do next. It makes the business feel more credible because it feels more intentional. And that intentionality matters more than people think. A lot of what we do at Bomb and Deano's comes down to closing the gap between how good a business actually is and how clearly that goodness comes across online. Sometimes the business itself is solid. The reputation is solid, the service is solid, but the website is underselling all of it. It's not carrying the weight it needs to carry. So if you're wondering whether your site is helping or hurting, here's a decent test. When someone lands on it for the first time, can they quickly understand what you do, why it matters, and how to take the next step without having to hunt for it? If the answer is no, or even kind of, then your website may be costing you more than you realize. Not because it's there, but because it's standing in for your business and making the wrong impression. My name is Jeff, this is the Bomb and Deano's podcast, and if this episode got you thinking a little differently about your own site, that's the point. Check the show notes or visit bombanddeanos.com to learn more, and I'll see you in the next one.
The Bomb and Deano's podcast, website ads and leads. Spotlight local businesses, give them what they need. The Bomb and Deano's podcast, quick, clean, no mess. Get featured, get seen, then we build